Here comes the money, 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 money.
Whoa. What it is?
We back.
Talking Talkin
On a
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
We need like a nice, like sweet, like girl voice, like Talking Tokens on a Tuesday.
I'm sure if we can find one out there.
Who could we pay to do that? Anyway, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Adam. That's your boy John. Simple Crypto John. Why don't we have names on here?
Yeah, where'd the name go?
There we go.
There we go. And my brother, the man, Mr. Mike.
How y'all doing?
Welcome to the show. Man, my speakers are a little loud. All right, we are took a little break last week, just had to do some self-healing. We're back, get our things in order. And the markets didn't do any healing, that's for sure.
Kind of took a dump on us.
They took a big dump truck and backed it up, a big hot pile of poop on the ground.
On a break.
You can't, the fundamentals haven't changed, and we'll talk about that. A couple of big things in the world out there, and then I think we got to do our fantasy crypto update, so we'll look at that, and then we're also going to do
see how much in the hole we are.
Yeah, on some of those. It seems like every time we do the fantasy thing, it's like the worst week. The last time we did it,
right, yeah.
The last time we did the fantasy update, it was like the August crash.
Right.
So we should, everyone watching the show should be like, oh shit.
No, that's an indicator.
They're doing their fantasy.
Hey, and John was saying we had a little bit more pain to go, so he called it.
I know. If only we listened to old Johnny Boy. Well, we'll see if his strategy worked out. Did he lose more money, or did the alts lose more money? We'll see.
Let's see. Why don't we just pull it up right now? Let's.
Okay, we can start there. Yeah,
let's start right there. Let's start.
All right, so
let's keep that momentum going. I'm kind of curious myself.
This one, dipping into that thing. See, we got that's our signal to jump in to the new thing. So let's add to the stream. There we go. Fantasy Crypto Draft. Now I did update this once, like mid-week. So there will be numbers in here that kind of look like what it looks like, but I think it even went lower than when I updated it. So we'll see what else. All right, so Mike, I'm gonna need your help here to call out the coins.
Yeah, MetaPets.
So this is MetaPets is probably like, but we'll see. All right, so final price of Ethereum.
Here we go. Let's see. 2444.
2444. Final price of Bitcoin. Right,
Bitcoin 36,829.
829. Avalanche.
AVX. Yeah, AVAX. AVAX. I won't be taking AVAX. 36.41.
36?
I mean 67. Sorry, I was reading below. 67. No, 67.41.
It went up.
Smidge. Solana is down pretty big time, man. That is like.
Oh,
I thought it was
under 100.
I know. I thought it was a good buy at 180.
92.88.
Yeah, I thought that was a good buy at 180, and that is just unbelievable. And then Shiba, kind of hanging in there, I guess. Overall, everyone kind of.
Shiba 402,116.
All right, so John, you did call it like Bitcoin right now is 14%, which is not looking like that bad of a loser over what just happened last week. Mm-hmm. Look at these other coins, 36%, 20%, 30%. That's like the average loss. So your strategy for at least picking the main champion seemed to work out for you, but your Solana pick didn't do the trick here. So Mike, Terra didn't do so bad.
62.23.
Crow.
Oh, Crow, they got hacked. So yeah, that's no good.
They got hacked.
Yeah, Crow,
Oh,
they got hacked for like $35 million in assets, but
Yeah.
they replaced them all. But
Yeah,
still,
you're
that just
like the users got their coins back through. They like backed it up, so they didn't say it was fuck off. Apparently, the two-factor authentication like mechanism went down, and then like people were adding, like you were able to add wallets and addresses using a fake because they broke through the two-factor. And I actually didn't realize it until I read the article, but or I noticed that my two-factor and all my whitelist addresses were gone. I was like, what the hell? Why did I have to do this again? Like I didn't even like put that together. And that same day I realized. So they reset everybody. They took all your addresses away. They took all your two-factor away, made you redo it all, just to like kind of reset the system, which is smart.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows stuff happens. So you have, what if you had like your life savings of Bitcoin on there? I guess they would give it back, but maybe next time you won't be so lucky. All right, 39 cents, which is not that great. Yeah. And I wonder how much of the news affected that, but. Phantom was 229. Everybody frozen?
Well, I'm here.
Adam?
Where did Adam go? Shit, I think he's frozen. Oof.
Yeah. Oh no.
No. What are we gonna do without Adam? Shit.
I don't know. He'll log back in. I'm wondering how we're still going if he was like the original.
Yeah.
Top guy.
Well, I mean, I guess the stream just kind of exists,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Phantom. I mean, it's at what 231. Not too bad, but still pretty down compared to where we were. So.
How do you think you did?
I don't think I did too bad. I think I was in the lead to begin with, but it seemed like you had maybe more solid choices. But if we,
maybe we'll see. I think it'll be funny if I chose like Bitcoin and then a bunch of stable coins.
Oh, Adam has no internet.
Oh shoot! What happened?
I don't know. His internet just went out, which is not good for his mining.
Oof.
Either. Maybe he can log on with Cell.
Well, the show must go on.
It must.
If we don't have the spreadsheet, I guess we can talk a little bit about the market. I was telling Adam that I wasn't really tracking the market that much in the past couple weeks. I just know it hasn't been looking very good. But I don't know how closely you've been tracking it.
Probably more than I should because, you tend to get like obsessed with it. Once you see it, then you're like, all right, I got to just keep looking. Is it going up? Is it going down? Where's it going? I mean, we kind of found that bottom again. I mean, we broke through the 40K resistance in BTC, which we knew that there was going to be more blood. But then it pretty much only wicked under 33. And then now we're back into the EMA ribbon on the 4-hour, which we're kind of bouncing on it now. That's good. It's a good sign. And I think we're moving in the right direction. I mean, everybody knows that that's probably a pretty good price. And we can't freak out too much because before maybe, if Bitcoin was at 20, it would go down to 3. Maybe 30 is the new 3,000, which maybe this is the new floor with institutional and, more people buying. I mean, that could be a positive thing. So
yeah,
30 is the floor now.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of analysts saying, we still got a little bit more pain to go. We're pretty close there.
Right. I mean, I guess we're waiting for the capitulation moment. People still are probably a little bit worried about the regular markets, which, have had some pretty crazy swings. I mean, we see CPI, the inflation, being the highest since like 1982 or something.
Right.
And people are feeling it. They're not getting raises. Maybe they're not, seeing the fruits of their labor like they would, and then it's not buying as much as it used to. So depending on where you are, gas, commodities, food, all these things can be affected.
Yeah. Yeah. That and we're on the brink of war also. with
Well, that too, right? So just general instability. It's like right now we're like, oh, everybody's sending troops there and wants to, it's like we're just ramping it up once again, the war machine, which that shouldn't be. It's like obviously we wouldn't want something to happen to those people, but how much do we need to be involved in these things? We've already got ourselves involved in a lot of foreign entanglements, which we're specifically told not to, get ourselves involved into. I don't know. I mean, that's part of the big macro picture. And we don't always think that the macro events can maybe directly affect these markets. But when people go risk off, then, the market sells off and then people then dip into their crypto. Then we have cascading, liquidation, because people are all hyped up with their 20 and 30%, leverage. Oh, he's back.
What the heck is going on over here?
Well, we're just filling in the gap, but we're just talking about overall market.
I don't ever really lose internet like that. That was weird. Just right in the middle of, must have said something.
Random stuff happens. You never know, people trying to hold us back or just
Must have said something to Google that they're like, hey, don't talk about Luna like that. Yeah, that was weird. All right. Sorry about that. Let me get this booted back up on this side.
Okay, so we just need to do, I think, Meta Pets for me, and then Phantom.
And I couldn't join from my phone, Mike, because if I joined, I just didn't have the account. I need to be in like this account to add me to the stream. So I was in, but I couldn't add myself.
Oh, you can't add yourself.
Oh man.
I was like sitting in the waiting room, and I guess you guys should be admin. I guess.
Oh yeah, I think I was gonna log in, but it just didn't on my other PC.
I have no idea what you just said because you went off mic.
I was gonna say I was gonna add you. I was loading my other PC.
Okay, yeah, because if you would have been there. All right, so we're back.
All right. So Meta Pets
is 0.3. Yeah, okay. Then we said decentral or mana.
Let me look it up. Mana.
I got it. 2.197.
219.
Metapets. How many zeros?
I think it's 9. Let me just count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
And then what's the number?
It's 3235.
All right, not bad. 24%. And then Phantom 2.3. That actually went up.
232. Yeah.
All right. So what'd you get? Yeah, Terra, the 28. Everyone's about 28, 25, 24, 22. Crow is your best performer. About an equal week of losses to John comparatively.
All right.
And then let's see. Polygon kind of got crushed.
Oh man.
1.566. 241. Yeah. Sandbox. I don't have Sandbox. Can you give me a Sandbox number, Mike?
Yep, looking it up.
Cadena got murdered.
Sandbox 322. That looks to be up.
Maybe it was up from like earlier, but it wasn't up from last week.
No, I guess it's up from yesterday.
CKB got murdered. I'm like the biggest loser here, that's for sure. And then ANT, my
I mean, I was like in the middle alts. John was like not as much, and then you took like this far end alts.
So my losses this week were $2,835. Look at that. Everything's over 30%. Oh, gosh.
Oh man.
So so here's the results.
All right, Mike's in the lead.
Yeah, you invested 10 grand last what is that? The start of basically the first week of January, right? And John lost $3,799 with what he thought were reasonably stable selections. I mean, Ethereum and Bitcoin, you don't think they're going to fall off the map, but that Ethereum lost 60%.
Yeah, it's wild. I was when you got disconnected, I was telling Mike, it would have been funny if I picked like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a bunch of stable coins.
I was thinking of that. I was like, you should have, as like part of your exercise. You could have been like,
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to be, I want to be like as stable as possible. You could have been like, I want to do USTC and whatever. So yeah, I was actually thinking about that. I had that thought. So Mike, you lost $2,490, which overall isn't so bad, 24%. Phantom really didn't move at all. Look, it's at 0.32. Is that right?
Huh.
So Phantom you had a big week the first week. That's why. So it lost all its gains.
Right. But it didn't really lose from where it started.
Where you started it, yeah. So it's kind of worked its way back. And then I just got murdered. 150%. Kadena just
how to lose $5,000.
How to lose $5,000. But
see, now if you held that money and put it in all right now, then you probably gain $5,000.
Yes.
But
these are all non-realized losses.
Right, until you sell.
Yeah. So those who are trying to get into the markets, this is exactly what we're talking about with volatility. But again, if you look at, so why did it go down? Let's talk about that. Why did it go down? So our last show was like sitting right here, I think. Pretty sure it was like right here, 42. And then we were tracking this big descending wedge, looking for a breakout. Me and Mike were getting real excited. This blue area is like where we're kind of targeting, like kind of, is it going up or down? This blue box, we were looking at that. We were just sitting here like, yes, it's breaking out. It's happening. It's doing it. And then just boom.
Yep.
And there was two big news events last week. One is, I don't know if you guys talked about it yet when I was out, but the crypto proposal to ban cryptocurrency in Russia, which is obviously a big crypto user. They have I think they're in third place as far as Bitcoin hash rate. So they're a big mining country. And then, yeah, just it's a big economy. So a lot of crypto users probably over there are like, well, screw this, I'm getting out. There's probably and then that's just a lot of FUD in general. But I think more importantly, what happened was there was a indication from the Fed that, they're going to pull back on interest rates and bonds and all the things that Feds do to try to wrangle the inflation and stuff. So I really see our actual stock market is pulling it down. If you look at the SPX, I mean, look at this move that it made. The same, so we were right here and it just went, and so we're now touching like the 200-day average. I think if you open up the moving averages here, this one. Wait, sorry, I'm on a 4-hour. You go like the daily. Maybe this one. There we go.
Yeah, it looks pretty nasty.
So it just touched the 200-day and blasted through it actually, but it kind of like bounced around it. But I mean, it hasn't touched that in a long time. So the stock market and everything associated with it is just looking dicey and pulled the crypto down. I mean, that's what I see. So the fundamentals haven't changed other than there's just general issues with our money situation in the economy. And
they're just pumping money in, and then now they're talking about selling assets off their balance sheet. So quantitative tightening, which then leads to people just saying, all right, well, whoa, they're selling, we're selling.
So let's see two things. If it touches this line and kind of recovers, and then pumps back up to where it was, can you imagine what that's going to look like to Bitcoin right now in the crypto market? It's going to pump,
very similar, right?
Right. It's going to, the same drop that it just did, it's going to pump up, it's going to make this get activated the same way. Now, if this continues to drop and hits like another much lower value, then we're going for darker days. Winter's coming, fellas.
Yeah,
if it comes down and touches this yellow line on the weekly, which it has before,
right?
It hasn't touched things in a while. So we're going to go to a recession and or a major market correction down to 3,500, which I totally think is, it's the way the economy is. I think it's possible.
Yeah. Or it just kind of rounds out, and instead of going up, it's just going to like trade sideways, So,
if any of these, if you look at the history for an example, like it's touched that yellow line, and this is the market crash for COVID. So that's a little, overdone, but that correction right there when 2018, what was that like when Biden was elected or something, or I don't know what that was. But they said this is like the biggest fall after the calendar year ever in recorded history. Like this much fall in this quickly is most fall in like the history of the stock market for this period. Like we should not be falling this much in January. So this is unusual.
Wow.
To say the least. But yeah, if we break this line, and that's kind of like the next moving average that maybe this would be supported by, and it can take the markets down. It's not the fundamentals. The two things of Russia and that made what happened to Bitcoin happen. Now,
well, and we got to mention other macro events which we talked about earlier was the possible war. So just overall world destabilization, just kind of makes markets go a little haywire.
So right now I'm kind of like tracking this bigger, hopefully kind of like almost like a bullish flag here. If you see the big run up, and then it's got this big channel. So could be, if we could stabilize here and that stock market goes back up, we'd start seeing it rise back up to the top of this channel, and then from there, it decides what to do. But we're kind of hopefully in this yellow channel and not something deeper, which could be this red line is like 30,000 to 32,000 is the floor that we're hearing as far as if it were to go deeper at the moment for short term. So that's kind of the summation of what we got going on here. All the altcoins and everything, if you look at it, are the same way. There's not a whole bunch of winners.
What are some predictions you might have?
Well, I'm apparently terrible at predictions because I've just had this bullish bias I can't kick. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Clouds our judgment.
Yeah, I'm still, I guess I am, I wouldn't be surprised if anything happened, literally. I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't think we're going to 19,000. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
So
I think overall we're still positive for this year. Maybe the end of this year will be 100K. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Stock to flow, we're still way under it. So, and that if you look at the stock to flow, it stays at 100,000 like for a while. So, it's just like eventually we're going to get there. Let it take its time. I don't really see bear markets because I'm more of an investor. I'm not really trading. I'm not trading day to day, or I'm just buying, holding, moving on.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
lot of analysts are saying, it's probably not going to see any huge movements until maybe end of February. So that's kind of, I'm just kind of staying out of it until then. So
I just think that the stock. I mean, the actual markets and the way that is working right now is just the people investing in Wall Street just can move it too fast, and it's just plays too much. There's too much going on in the world for a lot of people to have confidence.
Yeah.
But we're right now like at that 31,000 is the Michael Saylor buy-in, the Tesla, buy-in, a lot of like there's a lot of support at that area. And we're seeing a lot of volume now comparatively where we were like 3 weeks ago. So that's why people are calling the floor. But yeah, for what Mike was talking about just a second ago, if it kind of messed around here and just went right, into the end of the year, it would kind of bring us, confirm the sideways market, I guess, and still hold true to this chart, and then it could make a move up towards the red, or it decides to do the double, triple hump over here and do something nice to surprise us for our birthdays. But I don't know. I think I could see anything happening literally at this point.
Yeah, we'll see.
What you don't want to do is panic sell. I saw an article. There was like there was a whale that they have registered or a whale address that they're looking at. He's buying, or he or she is buying $2 to $15 million a day. It was a week. I think it was a day. It was $2 to $15 million a day. They're buying like multiple times a day and just absorbing everything that's getting sold off. So they went from 0 Bitcoin to like $1 billion in Bitcoin within like a month.
Holy smokes.
So there's a whale that's just like going all balls to the wall on this.
Yeah, when the retail people freak out and sell, they're like, because there's not that much really, on exchanges. There's a lot. Yeah, I think that this is like the lowest amount there's been on exchanges like in some time.
Yeah. So
supply and demand is eventually going to just. we know there's a capped amount. We know there's an amount that are gone. So you got to, not everybody's going to get a Bitcoin. Not everybody's going to get half a Bitcoin. But, it's going to push the prices up. But the only thing is, too, when they're like, oh, well, by 2030, Bitcoin will be $1 million. Well, what will $1 million be in fiat terms? 500,000 in value,
Yeah, scary to think about.
Comparatively, they're saying, oh, all homes by 2035 are going to be like $2 million each. Like that's the average price.
Man.
Then it's like, okay, well then your $1 million came and buy a $2 million home, which is like the average price.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yep. It's like is the Bitcoin going up or is the inflation going up just as fast? And that's the kind of
right. But then,
your buying power is different.
Right, and if you price it in Bitcoin, everything's going down. So, and the Bitcoin dominance is back up over 40% too, which is good.
All right, so let's take a little side step here, and we can look at some wallets. We're going to talk about just some wallet options. We've been going through kind of a 101 in crypto in the last couple episodes. We went to how to buy it. We went to what can you do to make passive income on it. We learned a couple ways to do that. Now it's okay. I bought it. Where do I put it? What can hold it? So we'll look at a couple of different options. Hitting the news, I think this week or recently, I don't know if it was this week, but Brave, we talked about Brave as a browser. Now Brave has an integrated wallet for Ethereum-based crypto. So it's kind of like a MetaMask competitor. Let me add those to the stream. Oh, Sorry about that. Yeah, let me go to Brave. Where's the wallet? Brave wallet. Wallet. This is just Brave. There it is, crypto wallet. So MetaMask can integrate as an extension. I guess their argument here is extensions can be vulnerable.
Yep.
You can get a fake extension or something to that effect. This is native to the browser itself and can kind of do the same things that MetaMask does. You set up an Ethereum, address, and you can do all your Ethereum-based layer 1, layer 2 things inside of Brave Wallet. So I think it's a good option if you're doing things online, if you're participating in the DeFi stuff. Here's an example breakdown comparing MetaMask, buy, store, swap tokens. Both can do that. Native, it's open license. I didn't know MetaMask wasn't open. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It does have Ledger and Trezor support, so you can do your cold storage. That's cool. Both of them have that though. And they're, obviously both support all the Ethereum big boys for virtual machines. So I think they're probably comparable. It's just one, different approach.
I personally don't use MetaMask just because of certain security risks and stuff that I've heard of. I mean, it seems like a lot of people use it, so I can't really say, but that's just something I've thought about. And then the extension being, like corruptible or phishing, and I think you have to grant it some permissions like allow to edit and view all information. It's like anything that goes through your browser, which can be kind of freaky.
I mean, I think in either case, if your funds are on Brave or MetaMask, like to me, this is not your long-term hodl portfolio. This is like the stuff that you need. This is the stuff you need to burn into NFT.
Right. This is like your wallet. This is like how much would you keep in your wallet? A couple $100 like to go buy something, or
your
$50 or right. Or you just
have
$100,000.
You should have $100,000 of Ethereum or Ethereum-based protocol blockchains on your Brave or MetaMask wallet. So
no,
even this example, which was $12,000, maybe I guess.
Right, or having like
that's a lot of money to me, but maybe that's not a lot of money to some people. I think it's more of your solutions that you need to interact with the DeFi world online.
Right. This just gives you a Web3 wallet, Web3 option to do NFTs.
You do it,
and then just
stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Use it as you need it. One thing that's been I explored was my first wallet to wallet blockchain move. So we went from Ethereum based Luna to Terra based Luna. So it went natively onto the Luna blockchain or the Terra blockchain from an Ethereum, like a wrapped Luna. And I hadn't done any of that before. It made it pretty easy with a site called Luna Bridge or Terra Bridge, actually. Terra Bridge. And it's based, this is like a Luna thing, but this actually can integrate into your MetaMask or uses your MetaMask. So again, it's just like I was able to pick Ethereum. There you go. You pick your wallet of choice, Coinbase wallet, MetaMask wallet, and then you get to pick where you're sending it to, Harmony, Osmosis, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Terra, and you just blue, and it worked out. So that was cool to do the little switch. And you have to do that if you're trying to get into specific features like we talked about last week. All right, so Brave Wallet, that's one of them. Obviously, Coinbase Wallet, I think, is a pretty
simple.
Where would you rank the Brave Wallet in terms of usability? Like, how simple is it? I've never used it, so I kind of want to hear.
I mean, it like pretty much just came out, as far as I know. So I haven't got to use it yet.
Coinbase can't even give me the.
Coinbase wallet is pretty simple. It's got nice free transfers back and forth, I believe, from the wallet to the exchange. it's very user friendly, and it also has NFT, a little NFT like collectible section. So
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I agree. I would rank it as very easy to use for anyone.
I think
yeah,
so.
most people,
Coinbase is
most people
definitely.
probably have it. So if you just want to store some stuff on your wallet when you go somewhere or do something, or you interact with your Web3, that's another way just to, load it up and maybe save on some transfer.
Now, Coinbase, well, I don't know why this isn't working. I guess their site's
Yeah, that's weird.
But Coinbase Wallet, when you say Coinbase Wallet, that can mean two different things. You could have Coinbase Wallet on your phone, or you could have Coinbase Wallet, the extension. So we just saw that at the Terra Bridge. It's talking about, Coinbase Wallet can be integrated as an app into your extensions. I think I have it here. No, I don't. Thought I did. But so it's very similar to what you would have here on MetaMask itself, Coinbase Wallet. Oh, there's my daughter. Yes, hold on.
Yeah.
Another wallet that I really like is Exodus.
For sure, yeah. I would say Exodus is probably my go-to. We got a special guest.
Say hello.
Probably be in bed.
Do you like Dogecoin or Shiba Coin? Do you like doggy coins or kitty cat coins? Kitty coins. Well, they don't have kitty coins yet, so.
Yet.
Maybe you got to invent one.
Yeah, so speaking of Exodus, Exodus is probably kind of my go-to just because it's I think it's super easy to use for anyone, and I think it's got some pretty decent features, and it has kind of its own internal swap system as well. So if you want to swap some coins back and forth, you can do that through Exodus. They charge a fee, but that's the cost of the convenience.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it has the biggest blend of like all the things you're looking for sure. It also has a phone and a desktop variant. It has Mac and Windows support, so it's got like all the like accessibility features. It shows your portfolio. You can have multiple wallets. You can have Trezor integration. It doesn't do the ledger, I don't think, though.
No, I think it's Trezor, which that's what we were kind of originally drawn to it by. But
it has a cold storage wallet option. It has earn options. Now, it doesn't have some of the, I guess it has earn options or staking options for some coins, but you can't control who it's staking to. Like if you care about that, like for ADA, I stake with them, and it's their staking pool. I don't get to choose. So I don't know if that's a big deal, but you at least staking is very easy when they allow you to stake.
Yes. I mean, it seems just to be very user friendly. Yeah, you can easily see your portfolio. You can transfer back and forth between different accounts. You have that Trezor integration. Certain rewards, exchanges. I think it's partially open source, which they claim like they don't want to give away all their coding for how everything's made, which I mean maybe that could be a strike against it if it's not fully open source. But and I think it's been pretty thoroughly vetted. They come out with updates like every 2 weeks, so everything is like always up to date. And secure, and I mean
it also doesn't support every coin.
No.
I mean, obviously the list is, I think, probably.
I mean, their newest coins added were Polygon, Filecoin, Eldron, and Radium. So I mean, they have a bunch of different ones out there. It also has integration with FTX.
Yeah, I think they just came out with that like kind of recently, so you can go deeper into an exchange, or kind of like how Coinbase and Coinbase Wallet work with each other, and they're the same page. Man, why these? My internet's either jacked up or
Stuff ain't working right.
all these wallet pages are not working. But yeah, I mean, I've been very happy with Exodus. I like the app on the phone. I like the app on my MacBook. Obviously here. I don't really have too many complaints about it overall.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much one of my go-tos. So I mean it's nice to have multiple. But yeah, it was one of the ones I stumbled on right away. I was glad I did, and yeah, I'm running with it.
There's a list of all the coins. Here's the coins I think you can stake. So Solana, Cardano, Cosmos,
Dia,
Algorand, which is only 0.66. VeChain, Tezos,
yeah,
at 0, so that doesn't help.
yeah.
So I mean, the coin list is obviously very long. It just doesn't have everything, but not everything does have everything.
What does, right? It's always going to be a give and take. I think they started. I think they started supporting Taproot addresses possibly too. So
Another option, I guess, if you're a Ledger holder, Ledger Live.
allegedly,
So Ledger and Trezor have their own integrated wallets with their programs respectively. So if you didn't choose to use Exodus and you had a Ledger, you can use Ledger Live, which I think is a good app too. I don't think it has all those integrations like we were just talking about, the staking, and it does have some swapping mechanisms, obviously sending and receiving. Okay, they do have staking. Didn't realize that.
there you go. Oh, hey, it's nice to know.
So if you just want to get into the one from their specific program, let me see. I want to see what they can stake. I just did learn more. You must earn more by
It
holding.
must have been a mistake.
Staking coins. Okay. Well, what can I stake? Claim, delegate, run
Oh,
valid.
delegate. That's cool.
So yeah, I mean I wonder if you can pick your delegation. So here's what you can stake: Tezos, Tron, Cosmos, Algorand, Polkadot. So not much, but it's something I'm sure they're building.
They're not advertising their rates either.
Yeah. Let's see. So we talked about Coinbase wallet. We talked about that. I think there's one called Atmos. I mean, there's a lot of wallets out there, but
Right.
Atomic wallet. Atomic wallet. That's what I meant.
Popular one. I think it's worth mentioning Trust Wallet as well.
Trust wallet.
Basically, you can handle any Ethereum. It's an Ethereum wallet, and you can kind of handle anything. So the great thing about Trust Wallet is it's very integratable with a lot of D apps.
Okay.
So DeFi, if that's your thing.
So you can buy Bitcoin. You can earn interest on your Bitcoin. You can store NFTs. You can exchange your crypto without leaving the app. I guess that's a swap function. You can track with charts and prices and keep your crypto safe. So it has kind of all the main functions you want. Browser for dApps. That's kind of cool.
Yep. That's kind of its biggest feature.
For dApps.
Yeah.
It has App Store, Google Play, and Android. I guess it's the same thing.
You can just download the APK. Some people don't want to download it through Google Play.
And
so Trust Wallet is kind of my go-to wallet for if I want to say make a bunch of extra, not dummy wallets, but just extra wallets to have. Because I like to kind of partition different functions. Right, it's just super easy to make it in a Trust Wallet.
Yeah.
So is this the wallet that El Salvador is using as their
Shoot, I don't know. Maybe.
It says El Salvador Bitcoin wallet. That must be like the
Okay.
official partner.
Maybe.
Is
Yeah.
Bitcoin El Salvador tender?
That's cool.
Interesting. They
I
have
was gonna say, did we? I didn't mention for the Exodus. It also integrates with the Lightning Network too. I think. So Bitcoin. That's just a different way to integrate.
I guess while we're on this, one thing that I know when you're looking at different wallets, before you send to a wallet, you should consider the fees of the network to send it. I know when we were starting up, we're like, oh, let's try this wallet out. And before we even thought about it, we spent $30 in Ethereum gas fees, like moving stuff from here to there. And at the time, the Bitcoin transactions were high. Like you could send Bitcoin now for cheap, but and even Ethereum is better, but just don't, maybe play with the wallet itself, but don't send your coins there until you've looked at all the wallets and you've found the one that you like. Don't just set up shop and send everything from Coinbase to this wallet and then find out you don't like it, because then you just spent $20 and moving stuff over there for no reason.
Yeah.
And you're going to need Ethereum to move stuff out of it when you send it there. So I did that the very first screw up I did. I sent my Cosmos, or I sent Chainlink. I sent Chainlink to my Coinbase wallet from Coinbase. And now it's stranded there because I don't have any Ethereum on my Coinbase wallet. I can't get it off. And I don't feel like sending Ethereum there just to get it off. So it's just stranded.
Oh, shoot.
So
Well, sometimes you might end up having multiple wallets, or different wallet programs. Like I'll use Exodus and Trust to access the same wallet.
so
Yeah.
you're
You
putting
use the same seed phrase. You access the same wallet on the blockchain, but you're just using a different app to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sure. And each wallet has a place, and you'll find ones that work better for some things. You don't need multiple wallets, unfortunately, because like we just mentioned, some have different programs and applications, or you even have wallets specific to coins. Like I have a Neuron wallet for CKB that does CKB staking, or it has the CKB the Nervos DAO, which is part of like the Nervos ecosystem.
Yeah.
And I have a Daedalus wallet for ADA, so I can run the ADA staking and delegation and stuff. So each wallet has a function form. I'm just saying, don't just dive into the wallet before you really figure out that you want it. So
Yeah, I mean,
one thing of advice.
if you by the time you've already moved 2 or 3 times, and that's $30 each on Ethereum. So it's like over $100 just to be like, oh well, let me just try these. Oh, that wasn't the best. So I'm just right. And then I have stranded stuff. On my Trezor. It's like 75 cents of Ethereum that I can't move. I can't exchange. Because I moved it and the rates changed, and then it didn't move at all. And I'm like, I'd rather just have it burned.
Yeah, the crypto dust.
If you could pick one wallet for a noob to use, which one would you pick?
I think I would probably tell them Coinbase wallet, just to be just because it's got the integration, and they generally allow it to be, or they let you send it to your wallet for free. I don't think you can send it back for free, but you can send it to your wallet.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, that's pretty cool.
So if I were to say Coinbase is where you get it, then Coinbase wallet would be your first dabble in it. But I don't think it solves. Coinbase wallet's probably
it's still a hot wallet on your phone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, phones are pretty secure. You just have to, have your.
I just think for the beginner user, it's probably the easiest way.
I don't know. People have to figure out what do they want to do. I mean, you can move it from the exchange to the wallet, and then it's just sitting there. It's like, okay, well, are you making any money on your crypto? No. Well, do you spend it in transactions? No. So you moved it. Why? It's like, well, I don't want it being on the exchange. Okay,
I mean,
well,
we
that's valid.
yeah, we talk about not your keys, not your coins. So
Right.
getting it off the exchange is an appropriate thing to do if you're not looking to sell it immediately. If you're not trading it,
Yeah.
why let them hold on? Why let them do that? But yeah, you have to just think it through. Like when I started, I was just setting shit. Oh, let me try this. I'll send it over there, and boop. The next thing you know, you're like, dang it.
It's the
And then
cost of learning.
the other biggest thing with these wallets, when you're stepping off an exchange, we've talked about this and we just mentioned it, it's non-custodial. So you have to come up with a plan on your seed words and your recovery phrases and your passwords. Do not write your seed words in Google Docs and put it on your like on the internet.
Right, on the cloud, right, or like, Google Photos.
Don't put it. Don't take a picture of your seed words in your iCloud.
You don't even want to like create your wallet connected to the internet.
Ideally, because then you have someone stalking you or whatever malware you have on your dumb computer.
Or you're like control copy and pasting your password, and then now people just read that.
I mean, your computer could be fourth time's a charm. Kids, your computer could be compromised. I guess that's the point.
Right. So who's watching when you're making it?
Your best way to copy your seed words down probably is to write it on a piece of paper the old-fashioned way, or
or you get one of those metal cards.
It's going to be on the computer. Try to like not save it on a file anywhere and get it off immediately. Print it or something like that. But just pay attention. Find out a strategy that works best for you to hold your seed words. Without those, you are not recoverable. It's not recoverable. There was a questionnaire on the Ledger Live setting up Dad's wallet. It tests you. It's like, hey, I forgot my password. I forgot my seed words. Who do I call to get my seed words back? And the answer is nobody.
Nobody. Call your mama.
Call your mama because your mama ain't coming. So I mean, just beginners out there, it's not something you need to be scared of. You just need to understand that that's the way it's operated. So. John, this is a question for you because you kind of mentioned it earlier. Where is your coin? I guess when your coins are represented in your wallet, where is the coin held? Like where actually is it? Where's the data?
It's in the blockchain, right?
Yes. Ding ding ding. So just like you mentioned, like you're looking at a wallet on your phone or your computer or your wherever, and you're putting your seed words, but you could do that. And again, with your recovery on your seed words, it's just the key to be able to spend that. But the public blockchain, the ledger, represents who's got what. So that's a hard concept, I think, for new beginners. Is like, well, I sent it to my Trezor, but it's not on the Trezor. The Trezor just holds the rights to send it.
Right. It can just sign the transaction.
Right.
It verifies the transaction, who you are, to allow you to spend it.
Right. It like consumes the private keys within the Trezor to then have the ability to send it. So it's not on your Trezor. If you lose your Trezor, well, you can technically buy another Trezor and just if you have your seed words, that's the important part.
Yep.
So
right, that's the
seed
wallet.
words are even more important than any other hardware device or wallet or whatever. How do you protect those is the real question. All righty. Any other wallets?
Good discussion. It's a good discussion on wallets.
I know there's a whole bunch of other wallets. If you have a comment of your favorite wallet, you can put it down below. Maybe we'll bring it up in the next show. We also have our Shiba contest coming up that we said at the Super Bowl. We're going to give it away. I don't even know how much a million Shiba is going to be worth nowadays, but
we're getting hell of a deal.
I think it's at $20 now if it's at 0.20002. So
it'd be a hell of a deal. So
it's a million Shiba. You don't buy it or don't sell it when you get it, and just hold on to it. You could be a Shiba-naire later on in your life. You never know. All right. Well, I think
Keeping it.
we'll let John get back to resting up. Feel better, my friend. And thanks for joining on the Talking Tokens today. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll let the song roll.
Good times roll.
It's a good thing my kids aren't awake isn't asleep because that music is loud. All right, everybody. We'll see you until next time. Adios.
Adios.